It's Ophiuchus time. Hello, Ophiuchus Snakey, back from your gig as the Lunar New Year Snakey, which you originally were made to be. So there we are. We have the Ophiuchus Snakey with us for our Ophiuchus reading for March 2025. Hello, welcome to Three Crows Runes, Ophiuchus. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for March 2025. We are using the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and we are using the Elder Futhark on Carnelian stones. So let's get a card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. All right. So, I was all enthusiastic, and then I saw that, and I was like, oh yeah, pain. So, so let's get some runes down first, and then we'll talk about this as we go. But there is a sense of, everybody has gone through stuff, and we do have to, it's like what Carolyn Casey calls it when she calls trauma my beautiful, dangerous assignment. And it's like what we do with it. We've seen the blank rune in so many of these readings this month. That's really interesting. Okay, so basically, we have this. We're acknowledging it. We're facing it head on. We are embracing ourselves. I think you're going to be, a lot of us are going to be Sagittarians as well. And if you watched the Sagittarian reading, it was the beloved, where you're radical acceptance kind of thing. So this is sort of like a continuation of that loving yourself, even with all of your damage kind of thing. And I think as we continue with that, it's like, okay, well, we have all of this. And even while we love ourselves with this is something that we have. Could it be a resource? Like we have this. Can we transmute this into something beautiful? Now, I'm not one of those people who thinks that artists must suffer, because if an artist is unhappy, the artist cannot create. So it's not like, like even, people say, oh, what about Van Gogh? Van Gogh only created when he was happy. So don't give me that. So what do we do with this? And so this is, we're going to be thinking about that this month, especially while we're doing that radical acceptance thing. Anyway, central issue this month for us, Ophiuchus. Yes, I am an Ophiuchus also. I'm using us. I normally use us anyway, though. Don't I when I read this? I try to do that with everybody. Central issue is Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. So it's patience, slow growth, slow development, taking things step by step. And this is very difficult, when you're dealing with this and you're transmuting pain, to be patient with yourself, to be patient with the trauma that you've been dealing with, to be patient with the world that doesn't understand, And so we're taking it step by step. We're moving between worlds as necessary. And this is going to be, this month is going to be a part of that. Leading up to this, we have Lagus. Lagus is the rune of, it's water. So it's all that watery stuff. It's emotion, intuition, heart, and flow. We've been allowing our emotions to be. We've been acknowledging them. We've been recognizing them. We've been sitting with them. We're connecting to heart. We're letting our heart speak. We're letting our heart be. We are listening to our intuition. We're letting things flow that didn't before. And so this is all part of that. It's all part of that transmutation of what we're acknowledging now. And the Fool being the new beginning. So we're having that. This is like a new beginning thing. It's like we're carrying this forward, but we're not carrying forward what caused this, but we're carrying ourselves forward even though we feel damaged. And what can we do with that? What can we transmute that to in our lives? Because look at how this figure is iridescent and gorgeous, but if you look, it's all these little cracks, but it becomes like mosaical and beautiful and like a iridescent mirror. And we're under the moon, of course, which the moon is gorgeous anyway. What is going to help us? We have Ansus, which is the rune of communication, manifestation, and expression. Absolutely all of those are going to help us take the steps we need as we move forward through this month. even if it's like just step by step, being very, very patient, but let's make sure that we are expressing ourselves, because maybe before we weren't, especially about things like this. And that's going to help us maybe express with people that we trust, people that we care about and that we trust that will love us love us during this, even while we feel, a bit broken. What isn't going to help us is things feel out of our control, and things were out of our control, and there's a sense of chaos and things that are out of our control, and weather and nature and things that can hurt us, that even if they just blow in like a hailstorm, which this is, Hagala is the hailstorm, connected to the emotions that we've been allowing ourselves to feel. And maybe things can get a bit out of hand, and maybe we can worry about being too much, which goodness knows we probably have been told that we were at least a few times in our lives. So we're just worrying. I mean, I used to have tornado dreams. I used to have dreams that that a tornado was coming, and I was trying to warn people and nobody would believe me. And it turned out to be those were dreams about, my big emotions, and that I was worried, here I am trying to warn people, and I didn't want to hurt people with that. And I worried that I was very destructive and damaging. So, this kind of thing. So in that we're worried about things that are out of our control, yes. In that we're worried about the things that can blow in temporarily and cause damage and leave, like weather and hailstorms, yes. But also we're worried about, that we may be too much in our true nature as we work with ourselves. But if that starts to drag us down, bring ourselves back up to this, where we are expressing, where we are manifesting, where we are communicating. Because we are essential in the world. You are essential in the world. Even if you feel like you're too much, if you've been told that you're too much, that you're too wild, but that's your nature. Not to be too much, but to be who you are, which is necessary and essential in the world. You're critical in the world. So if that starts to be the case, bring yourself back up to just express. And maybe some of the people you're expressing to, and maybe some of the people you're communicating to, will back off, but that will make room for the people who will be able to be happy to love you even while you're being a hailstorm as you take your steps carefully through the month. What this is all going to lead you to is the blank rune, which is, open space. Basically, you get to the point where things are clearer, things are open, and you're on new ground. You've cleared the clutter. And this also implies a connection to the divine, whatever the divine is for you. So whether this is deity, whether this is higher self, whether this is nature, whether this is the universe, whether this is science, any of that, whatever is the divine for you, is what you're sort of going to be feeling in the presence of by the end of the month. As you've cleared all of this, as you've taken the steps, and you start to transmute the pain and the whatever trauma you had into something much more beautiful, and something that you can love a lot more. Not that you shouldn't be loving yourself already, but you should. So that, Ophiuchus people, is your reading for March 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.